Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. The city's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Actually, let's do that. How are you today? Good morning. It is Monday, February 2nd. I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. Welcome to Good Morning, Frederick, the show all about Frederick, Maryland. We interview local businesses, nonprofits, talk about all the great events going on so that you're always up to date. Thank you so much for watching today. And here is a rundown of today's show. We're going to go over what is happening in Frederick, of course, keeping you up to date with all those great events so you don't find out after the fact. We have PAWSOME Pets today. Kiba, a 5-year-old female Terrier mix. And we're going to talk with Marty Kanner from Finally Found Woodwork. And we're going to talk with Lori Himes from ABloom Flowers and Events. Plus, today is Groundhog Day. Let's just see what we got here. What is going on? This is apparently what is happening in Punxsutawney. Let's see. I don't know if the groundhog saw his shadow or not, but you can see everything is being covered there by the AP. So we will keep that running. It looks freaking cold. It is cold. I'm tired of the cold. I am ready for the spring. But no matter what Punxsutawney Phil says today, spring's probably not going to be here until at least March anyway. So there you go. There's my forecast. But this is what's happening in Punxsutawney. Gobbler's Knob. There you go. I mean, who wouldn't want to be out there? So I'll keep you up to date with that as well because, Groundhog Day. I don't know. Was a great movie, though. Was a great movie. All right. Let's go ahead and get the show officially started for your Monday. I think everything is kind of back to normal today. Kids back to school on time, etc. But it's still cold for sure.
Sponsored by Fusion Car Wash. Now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, which is a full-service location. And TJ Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. And you can keep all your cars clean daily. FusionCarWash.com.
All right, let's find out what's going on in and around Frederick. Here's your calendar update.
Sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors, serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank. Anything that you put on your floor, they can handle it. Check out their Google reviews and give them a call today, 301-948-9663. That's 301-948. Wood. Be sure to ask for Jeff Koger or go to atlaswoodfloors.net.
All right. Well, not next Wednesday. It is this Wednesday. The African Americans of Excellence program and kickoff to the online auction starts Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m. You can get your tickets at weinbergcenter.org. We'd love to have you at that event. Come on out and enjoy. February, Sundays in February, the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd. It's the Heartthrob series at Warehouse Cinemas. Oh, yes. Dirty Dancing, The Notebook, Clueless, and Ocean's 11. You can check listings for times. March 14th, Blessings in a Backpacks Race to Feed event is happening at Hood College. You can register your teams of 8 to 10 people to compete to see who can pack bags the fastest. March 30th kicks off our countywide adult egg hunt. Want to thank Uncle Ralph's Bakery and A&S Construction to signed on as early sponsors. If you want to sponsor or want to provide prizes, just let me know. And May 15th and 16th, it is the Relay for Life of Frederick County, and that is at FCC. All right, our daily, let's see, tonight, Macbeth is at the ESP Loft, the Endangered Species Project Theater. That is at 16 East Patrick Street. February 4th, Valentine's at True Standard Distilling. They are unleashing an immersive decor. Well, you saw what they did at Christmas. That was hugely successful. So I guess they are carrying on from that. If you want to go check that out, you can do that at 3 o'clock on February 4th. On February 7th, this Saturday is First Saturday, and Fire and Ice kicks off at 11 a.m. in downtown. Lots of ice sculptures and fun to be had throughout downtown Frederick. If you don't want to do that, you can head over to Mount Airy for their Main Street Chocolate Crawl that happens from 1 to 5 p.m. February 13th is Galentine's Day at McClintock Distilling. That starts at 6. And at midnight, that is your deadline for the 9 Lives of Love raffle. And that is at gorallyup.com. 9 Lives of Love is where you can find that. We're going to have Diane on this week to talk about that. All right, let's see. The 19th is the rescheduled date for the Frederick County Charter School night at Sieber Arts Library. That's at 7:30. If you want to check out charter schools, you can do it there. On the 22nd, there's a bag and cash bingo at Vigilant Hose Company in Emmitsburg. And on the 23rd at 6 o'clock, you can learn line dancing at AMVETS Post 2. You just, it's the donation of your choice to get in there and learn those dances. And on the 27th at 7 p.m., FCC is holding their Jazz Festival evening concert. It's free, but you need to get those tickets on Eventbrite. That is on February 27th. Again, kicking into March, there are some cool things. There is a soup and sandwich sale at Carroll Manor Fire Company. If you want to purchase, you can do that at carrollmanorfire.org. If you want to get some, let's see what they also have, chicken pot pie. They've got all kinds of stuff happening. And then March 21st, and 22nd, your 51st annual Home and Garden Expo is coming up. The 28th, the Carroll Manor Fire Company is having a bake sale And April 23rd, Ship's Lip Sync Battle is happening. That's at Attaboy Barrel House. And the Urbana High School Theater Program presents Mamma Mia. Oh, yeah, a lot of great things going on, even though the weather is not so conducive for being outside. Thankfully, everything except for fire and ice is pretty much indoors. So there you go for that. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to come back with your possum pet for today and check her out. If you're looking for a four-legged friend, you might find one right here.
What makes for a perfect custom engagement ring? Truly understanding the elements that make a ring that's perfect for you. Custom by Colonial. The Colonial Jewelers box. There's just more in it.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Sponsored by A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding, windows, and gutters, and they can even build you a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. You can get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just tell Sandra that Dani sent you.
All right. Let's go to what we got our possum pet here. Possum pet is what we need. I'm pulling that up. Boy, it is a Monday sometimes. Here you go.
Meet Kiba, this week's Pet of the Week. Don't let the gray in her muzzle fool you. At 5 years young, she shows no signs of slowing down. She loves to go for walks or play with toys in a fenced yard. Found as a stray on Heather Ridge Drive, no owner came to the shelter to reclaim her. Kiba knows a few basic commands, but could use some remedial loose leash training. She was somewhat overwhelmed and timid when she first arrived, but now she greets staff and volunteers like old friends. Her adoption fee is just $72.50, and as always includes spaying, microchipping, routine vaccinations and preventatives, a vet wellness visit, and a Frederick County dog license. Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center is open Monday through Saturday. If you're interested in meeting Kiba or any other animal at the shelter, please make a reservation at visitfcac.as.me or give us a call at 301-600-1546.
Oh, she is a pretty girl. She is so pretty. Don't forget, if you want to check out those, it's visitfcac.as.me. And of course, our friends at Focus, who are doing the Valentine's Day raffle, support the Frederick County Animal Shelter. All right, want to meet our good friend, new friend, Marty, who is from Finally Found Woodwork. I learned all about his great stuff when I got together with him recently. Here he is.
401 North Market Street. It is actually the home of everything Maryland now. Things will be changing here soon, but that's okay. I'm here with Marty, Finally Found Woodwork.
Yeah.
You finally found woodwork, didn't you?
Yeah, I sure did.
Welcome to Good Morning Frederick.
Thanks
you so much. You kind of have always wanted to kind of figure this out, or it's just something since your grandkids were...
So I've always done what I'll call rough carpentry, building sheds, that sort of thing. And when my first granddaughter was born, I wanted to make something that would be, special for them and last a long time. And I decided I'd make a changing table.
That's amazing.
And, I had a good idea what I was doing, but the difference with rough carpentry is precision doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, this stuff is beautiful.
And you can plan it as you go. And here, like, it does matter.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think pretty quickly learned how to let the wood do the work.
Yeah.
Let it speak for itself. Our tagline is artistry in every grain.
Yeah.
And that's really what I like to do. So we do home decor items, cutting boards, charcuterie boards, cheese boards, bread knives, those sorts of things. I have a Bluetooth boom box.
I love it.
You know, all kinds of things for kind of home decor. And then I've also been doing furniture.
That's pretty big.
So side tables, sofa tables, coffee tables, beds.
Whoa.
And just, you know, I enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I want something, you know, a tree lasts many lifetimes for us.
Yeah.
I want to build things that last a lifetime.
Yeah, and that's just so incredible too. So people will come to you and ask you specifically for an item that they want.
Yeah, so you know, the home decor things, I'm making sort of what I like doing. And I don't do, you know, production work. I'm not going to make, you know, 30 planters or whatever. I'm doing the things that I think are pretty functional and well made.
Yeah.
But then on the furniture items, those I do pretty much on request.
Yeah, custom.
And the nice thing about that is the customer's really getting what they want.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had the table I'm working on right now, I gave them a design idea and they said, well, can we not have, it's a live edge top out of cherry, and they didn't want the sort of framing you'd see on a traditional table.
Yeah.
And so I came up with a different design, and, you know, they're able to have exactly what they want. You know, what I say is, you know, you can buy things that are one of a million, or you can buy something that's one of a kind.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. You should have been in marketing, Marty. You should have been in marketing. So are you retired?
I am retired,
So this is your retirement gig.
This is my retirement gig.
What kind of a workshop do you have?
So we're really fortunate. The house, we moved to Frederick just a few years back, and we're up by Gambrel State Park. We're on the backside.
Yeah.
And the house we bought, the prior owner had a big workshop in the sort of lower level basement of the house.
Yeah.
And I've been able to sort of design it for what I want. It's funny, I say big, and it's like, oh no, it's too small for me. And it's all like, you always want more,
of course.
Whatever it is.
Of course you do. Where did you guys move from?
So we were over by the University of Maryland.
Okay, College Park.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It was nice, but we were ready for a little bit of a slower pace and some. We have some quietude where we are, surrounded by trees.
Gambrel is nice.
And it's just a gorgeous area.
I grew up that way, so yeah, it's really, really beautiful. So right now, people can find you on Facebook.
Right. Finally Found Woodwork.
Yep, and they can see what you have for sale. You said you do some markets and things like that occasionally.
Yeah, we do a fair amount of craft show markets. We've done them on Carroll Creek and other areas. And, you know, that's a great place to see a lot of vendors and see choices in craft work. And for me, you know, meeting people and sort of seeing what people respond to. And, you know, as I tell people that are walking by, you know, looking is free, and you know, wood deserves to be touched. It's just it's a beautiful thing, and it's soft and it speaks to you. And you know, it whether somebody buys that moment or says, you know, what I really want, Marty, is, you know, a cutting board that's 2.5 inches thick and as big as my, you know, swimming pool kind of thing. You know, we'll do whatever we can do. We can do whatever actually works, because I'm not going to, you know, build something that, like I said, isn't going to last. isn't going to be real, real quality. And like with cutting boards, people, I can't tell you the number of times people have said, well, how do you take care of it? And how do you, keep it from cracking or splitting or whatever? And I mean, frankly, if it's done well, you should never have a problem.
Woo,
and with minimal care, again, it should last a lifetime.
Yeah, I got a cutting board as a wedding gift, and I didn't want to cut on it because it was so beautiful, and it is. It's hard to use some of these items. Cheese boards, yes, I'm all for it, but the cutting was really tough for me to do on that. But it's beautiful. What have you learned the most over the past couple years of doing this? Like big lessons. Maybe some expensive lessons with wood and things like that.
Oh yeah, there are definitely expensive lessons. Who was the painter on TV who would do
Bob Ross?
Bob Ross, yeah. It's like, there are no mistakes. There's just, learning
of course.
opportunities.
Right.
And so I've had boards that have ended up smaller. I had this really gorgeous wood, and I was making bread knives, and it was a great design, except this kind of wood, when you drill a hole into the end to attach the blade, it splits. I made 3 of them, all 3 of them split.
Oh, wow.
And it was so upsetting because, it wasn't a big investment of time or money on my part, but it was such a beautiful piece of wood.
You were sad for that, right?
Yeah, I was sad for that, exactly.
That's really great. What's the best wood that do you have one, or do you have something for different stuff?
I there's just so many gorgeous woods. I showed you a charcuterie board made out of olive wood, and I think olive wood is just really gorgeous.
Yeah, it is really gorgeous.
That piece, if you look at it, I see there's a horse in the grain. There's 2 faces. There's, almost like from Raiders of the Lost Ark, that thing that comes out at the end. So it's just, to me, it's really all about the wood and finding something pretty. Like, I don't do, if a client really wants it, I'll do it. But I don't want to do anything where I am, painting, staining color, any of those sorts of things where you're hiding the wood.
Right.
It's let the wood do the work.
Yeah, well, I like it. I love your appreciation for it. It gives me an appreciation for it just vicariously from
great.
you. That's really awesome. And I think it's just what a great thing to have when you're retired. Something, that you enjoy. You can tell that it is something you're passionate about, and I'm sure learning about all the time, and giving people a gift that can literally last a lifetime, right? When we've gotten away from, all handmade stuff.
Right.
And, it's so nice to see these pieces kind of coming back big. So that's great. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
Love it so much. I got a bottle opener here. It's gorgeous. It just feels so nice in your hand. It really does.
Yeah.
Really amazing. What is this made from?
So that wood is called sapele. It's an African mahogany.
I have never heard of that. Wow.
Yeah. It's got
Where do you go to buy
almost
these
an
woods?
Iridescent grain to
it.
So in Frederick, we have Frederick Lumber, which is a great company. They have really good quality stuff. I also go to a place out in Chambersburg in Pennsylvania called Bricker Lumber, and again, a really great company to work with. But then some of it is just lucking out. So like this sapele, there was a cabinet maker who was closing shop, and he was selling everything, and he wanted to sell all of his equipment to one person, which is not something very likely to happen.
Right.
And I had gone up there because I saw in his ad that he had some clamps, some wood clamps, and so I went to get that. He felt bad that I drove that far for just some clamps, and he gave me probably $400 worth of this appeal.
Oh, wow.
So, you know,
there you go.
And again, it's in part like just making these little personal connections and having stories. And, you know, wherever possible, we try to use what I'll call sustainably harvested. So, you know, I know some people who get wood from people, you know, like when a tree is fallen, rather than a lumber enterprise where you're intentionally cutting down trees. I have a couple cutting boards I made from old church pews. I found, and
that's
they're really
good recycling.
Pretty. Exactly.
I like it. Yeah,
exactly.
That's amazing.
We have oak barrel stave serving trays that are really nice.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Wow. We hope that you are around for a long time continuing to do this and that you enjoy it as much in the future as you do today.
Great. Well,
awesome,
thank you so
Marty.
much.
All right. Finally Found Woodwork on Facebook. I'll make sure the name is on the screen for you. What a great gift, not only for someone else, but certainly for yourself. You know, my grandfather made me a doll cradle. I still have it.
Nice.
And it's almost 50-some years old now. All right. I want to thank Marty so much for coming in today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dani. I appreciate it.
Oh, hope we can all find a passion like that when we retire from our jobs. Wouldn't that be lovely? Yes, it would be. It would be. Here's an update for you. Punxsutawney Phil did see his shadow. We are having 6 more weeks of winter. I mean, no duh, Punxsutawney, no duh. Especially here in Maryland, where the temperature is going to barely eke out over 30 one time this week. Ugh. All right. Well, Florida, here I come for sure. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with Miss Lori Himes from ABloom Flowers and Events. Fantastic lady. And if you're looking for a place to give flowers, she can help you for sure. It's coming right after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Pulling for Veterans. Pulling for Veterans is a nonprofit that educates the public on PTSD. You can rent one of the trailers starting at just $1 per hour. The trailer is filled with information about PTSD and how to help. Plus, each trailer honors a vet and acts as a rolling memorial. More details at pullingforveterans.org.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Sponsored by Dublin Roasters is the Frederick Coffee House, fueled by love and positivity. Visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or at DublinRoastersCoffee.com, where you can order online and have coffee shipped right to your door. You can sign up for a monthly membership as well, open for curbside and deliveries 7 days a week.
Recently, I got a chance to meet with and work with Lori Himes. She provided all those beautiful tulip centerpieces at our Kicking Up a Cure, which was just Saturday night in Thurmont. What a great space Thurmont Event Complex is. I love it. But I got a chance to chat with her a little bit. Here she is.
I am with Lori from ABloom, amazing florist. I've had the great time chatting with you.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks.
you for joining me on Good Morning Frederick.
Thanks for having me.
What a journey. I have loved listening to kind of how you got started and being here. I reminded you this is your 25th year
in
here
in this location,
building?
yeah.
Which is unreal, and it means you're doing something right. So congratulations on that. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So you do, anytime you need a floral arrangement, basically,
We'll
you
do
can
it.
help them.
We can help.
Help people.
We primarily do weddings and events, and we do corporate work. We have some good corporate clients. and we can do subscription orders.
Oh.
So you can get flowers on selected dates on a regular basis, once a month, once a week, 4 times a year, whatever.
Right.
We do that. We do daily deliveries. We do a lot of sympathy work for funerals and
Sure.
memorials. It's still a huge thing.
Yeah.
Flowers say what you can't.
Right. Yeah. You are really, I had no idea there were so many certifications for design and all of that. But when you told me about it, it makes perfect sense.
Right.
You have to kind of know how things look together, what flowers work, how you can position flowers in a display.
Right,
We just look at them and go, oh, that's pretty.
It's pretty.
That's pretty. But it's because of all of that
Right.
it's so pretty.
Yes.
And you continually get certified, which is kind of nice to know,
Yeah,
right?
it's fun.
So fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a great, I call it the Floramily.
Yeah,
They're-
Floramily. I like it.
Floramily, they're great. Most of the people that I'm friends with in this business are very passionate about what we do,
Oh yeah.
and it shows through our work.
Yeah.
So
As you are, and it's contagious a bit, and it's so nice to come to somebody with so much experience to say, I'm thinking of, and you're able to kind of guide people to things that'll work.
that'll work. Yep.
Yeah.
That's actually our motto, I guess you call it, where thoughts become flowers. So if you can think it up, we can make it out of flowers.
Oh wow, that's
So,
really
yeah,
cool.
We've been asked to do all kinds of crazy things.
I bet. We were talking a little bit about the hot trends, especially for weddings, because obviously those are these huge events where people spend the most they'll probably ever spend on flowers
Yes.
at one time. And what do we have coming for the next year or so?
The color trends are shifting. We went from a lot of whites and neutrals to mixing in soft colors, and now we're seeing bolder colors come in. The shades, tints, and tones of green are changing. We went from the gray, green, blue, green palette to merging over to like grassy greens and deeper greens.
Okay.
And mossy greens.
Yeah.
So that changes.
Yeah.
The styles change a little. It's a slow evolution.
Yeah. Do you find certain flowers themselves come in and out of fadness?
Yes. Dahlias. Dahlias, fall flower. Fall weddings are still the biggest.
Yeah.
Dahlias are, and there's so many colors and forms. They're just, and local. They're local.
Yeah.
Our local farms do a great job with dahlias.
Yeah, and if you could, and I was just going to go into that, using local, you guys use as much local
as we can,
grown as you can, and honestly, for a bride, that's phenomenal because the cost of your flowers tends to be on how far you have to go to get them, doesn't it?
To some degree. Local farms tend to be more boutique farms. They're not commodity farmers, so they're not growing one specialty crop in mass quantities.
Gotcha.
They're growing multiple crops in smaller quantities, more specialized. And because it's seasonal and we're not a year-round climate here for growing, things do change at what's available when. But like right now, it's really exciting. We have a huge farm down in Virginia that is growing tulips.
Yeah.
Almost year-round.
Who would have thought that in December or January
we started getting them in right around Thanksgiving, random hits of them. And now I have what we call a standing order in place. Every Monday, I get a case of tulips out of Virginia through Mother's Day.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
It's really exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
And you would definitely be excited by that. I can see it.
I want to go down and see the farm.
Yeah.
I think that would be amazing.
What's your favorite flower?
Oh, wow.
Do you have one? Or is that like...
kind of changes over the years. Anemones, which is what my logo is, that's still a favorite. I love the dahlias. There's so many kinds.
Yeah.
I love carnations.
Yeah.
Carnations come in so many colors, and the fragrance is coming back in them, so you get that sweet, spicy fragrance.
Yeah. What's the easiest flower to work with?
Easiest to work with? Oh my, Alstroemeria lilies.
Okay.
A lot of colors, great form, long lasting, readily available.
Yeah.
So that has a lot of pluses. It just, and well, the education part of what I've done all these years is learning how to work with different flowers in different ways, and the mechanics and new things that come out that as a consumer you don't really see.
Right.
What we call processing, which is when the flowers come in, they're dry and we have to get them hydrated. That whole process, the science in that has evolved so much over the last, well, I've been in this 45 years, but but even the last 5 years, the whole processing has changed to streamline it and more environmentally safe and just.
And so when you say they're dry, they literally come cut, and no tubes
water,
of water or anything on them.
No, they're dry packed.
Wow. And
a lot of them. Now some we get in water. It depends on the flower. It depends on where they're being shipped from.
Sure.
We have a shipping thing called a Procona, which is a plastic box that holds the flowers, and they have forms to hold them upright. They come in water. That's a new to the industry thing in the last 20 years. Before that, we never got anything in water. But
if you had two tips for somebody just got engaged recently and they're in the throes of the planning and trying to think about this, what would be your number 1 and 2 things when it comes to the flowers for the wedding that they should really think about?
Ooh, that's a good one. Do your homework. Look online at all the pictures and create yourself a file. And as you go through and you start to see it evolve, weed out the stuff that you don't like anymore so that you can streamline it.
Yeah.
And it makes it easier.
Yeah, you've said, sometimes people will bring you 100 photos and you really want, so just for a bride, if you find your little, what you like, just pick 10 photos. 10 of the best, because that's going to give you
10 that really speak to you will give me the whole spectrum of what you're really looking for.
Because your expertise is kind of taking that vision and knowing now how to apply it with the budget that the bride has hopefully in mind.
Yeah, and that was my second tip is on the budget is, you have to be realistic. Flowers are not going to be the cheapest thing at your wedding. They're not the most expensive either. But you have to have realistic expectations for the amount of money that you're willing to spend or have to spend.
Yeah.
And everyone has a budget.
Sure.
Some are big, some are little.
Yeah.
But that's where we come in as professionals. We can help you figure out where to put the money, spend the money, distribute it so that you get the most you can for your money.
Yeah, and that's really great too, because, on average, like you were saying, if for anything intricate, it's even more, but, a few $100s for the bridal bouquet, $100 to $200 for each of your attendants, depending on what they're carrying. Then you've got boutonnieres for all the groomsmen, and then stuff for the moms, and and then you're not even talking table settings and decorations at the church if you want that, and arrangements there. So it can be as much as you want it to be, but you have to be realistic, I guess, on what you want for what you're thinking.
And foliage isn't cheap.
No.
People go, oh, well, just use a lot of greenery, because it grows everywhere. Well, it does grow everywhere, but someone has to tend it and harvest it and
it's still,
put it together. It's still.
It might not be like the rarest rose, but at the same time, it's still being grown. It's still a living thing, and it is beautiful, and it's going to add to it. Yeah. And I know that's got to be a tough thing because, of course, in all the magazines, the photos online, you're seeing these extraordinary, intricate designs. And you're like, I want that. And it was like, well, that was like $1,000. So we can scale it. But you can at least say, look, that idea, we can make that work.
We can
with
take
something,
that idea and run with it.
Yeah, and that's amazing.
And figure out where and how to tweak it to make it work.
Yeah, and then for the sympathy arrangements for funerals and things, memorials and things like that, I don't know if enough people talk about it. I don't know if we even think about it, but what types of things are people leaning toward in that I mean, do you think
Well,
people
the
should
trends there, it's changing a lot. Used to be most people had a traditional funeral with a casket. Now it's probably over 65% of your funerals are cremations.
Okay.
So you have some kind of an urn, a box, a vase style. My brother, when he passed, my older brother made a special box out of some wood from his workshop and some railroad pieces because he'd worked for the railroad. So we customize to fit that. We do a lot of custom work.
Nice.
You know, we've done golf tees. We've done, we've done things with, we had someone who was big in the equestrian world and they had all these ribbons and we created things to use the ribbons. We can customize it the same as we would any other piece.
Yeah.
That, you know, that speaks of who the person was.
Right.
And the biggest honor to me is when the family comes back and say, you captured them. That's who they were, and you got it just right. I mean, that's so special because that eases their pain as they're going through that and saying goodbye.
And that's really where, when you work with somebody like yourself, you are getting all of your years of expertise, all of the years of education, where you cannot get that if you're just clicking on a photo online and ordering something.
Right.
You're not getting that. And so this is where those might be cheaper, but they're not nearly as custom. Well, they're not custom at all. Not nearly as impactful.
Right, and they're not always cheaper.
Yeah.
Because you're paying all those service fees for the convenience.
True that. So yes, so we asked, you can go to, it's
ABloomLTD.com.
ABloomLTD.com. I'll make sure that's on screen. You can go on your website.
Right.
For all the brides out there, you can send them a budget calculator as well, which is so
Just email
great.
us.
Yeah.
There actually is a link right in there. You can email directly from our site. We have a general place you can send us an email. And then we also have a customized area where if you're a bride or having an event or a couple, any kind of an event, there's questions. You fill out the form on the Contact Us page that pertains to events. And that way we can get the ball rolling so that when we speak the first time, we already have some ideas in mind.
Yeah.
And we'll get the emails going back and forth. And we can also send that flower calculator, which helps you tweak your budget.
Yeah.
Gives you options of where to put the money so that you can get what you want.
And at least gives you an idea, right? So you're not coming in blind.
You have a realistic idea of what it's going to cost.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
well, we
working on our
appreciate
website,
you being a part of this Walkersville community and beyond, obviously. You guys service Frederick County, and we'll pretty much go anywhere outside that, depending on, again, the budget and where you need to go.
Well, and how busy the weekend is.
Right.
We tend to only do one event a weekend so that we can devote our time and attention to. Because it's
They're
me.
getting you.
I have a staff. I have a great staff and team that we do wedding setups with and everything. But you get me. You're getting me.
Yeah, which is really great.
So,
well, we thank you so much.
Thank
this
you.
is awesome, and we're so glad you're part of our community for hopefully even more time to come.
Yep.
You
Not
might
ready
have
to
to
retire yet.
I know.
Not yet.
All right. I want to thank Lori. ABloomLTD.com is the website. Check them out for anything you need, whether it's a big event, a wedding, or anything else. She can help you.
Ah, yes. I love it. Flowers. Oh my gosh. They're so wonderful, aren't they? Oh boy. And Lori is great. ABloom. She just does a great job, gives back to the community, which I love as well. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Another great episode of Good Morning Frederick is here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Please share. We have a goal of getting 3,000 followers by the end of 2026. We could use your help in doing that. We appreciate you. Have an amazing day. And don't forget this. Every time you're out, let's be great, Fred.
Sponsored by Fusion Car Wash. Now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, which is a full-service location. And TJ Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. and you can keep all your cars clean daily. FusionCarWash.com.